And look at our weather, of course, sun splashed as usual. Again, above normal. The last couple of days, we've really turned it on our head. We've had a lot of wind this rain season, but a lot of cold temperatures. Now we're starting to see a little bit of warming out there as these winds start to bring in some warmer air as we get some compressional heating with a north to northeasterly flow. So even Santa Maria, you jumped above normal. Your lows, though, look how cool they are, and that's because the sky is so dry. And then at night, any kind of warmth during the day just radiates right back into space. So everybody above normal. The only exception, Pismo Beach, you stayed just a little bit on the cool side, likely a sea breeze kicked into gear. Ocean is still really cold out there, so anytime you get any kind of air moving over the water, it's going to cool really quickly, and that's exactly what happened there. Widespread 60s for the most part. Looks like our central coast is getting a little bit of a sea breeze as well, perhaps down by Point Mugu, Oxnard, but then just about everybody else, looks like Goleta, maybe a little west wind there too, but everybody else still kind of feeling the lingering effects of that mild northerly flow that was developed through the day. It looks like, yeah, there's your arrows coming onshore, both Oxnard back up toward Goleta and then as well other areas. But still, as long as you have that north turn for a lot of areas, you're going to have a hard time really seeing the coolness until we get to the nighttime hours. And at that case, we'll start to see again with the very dry conditions. I mean, look at these humidity values. Not much, but once that sun goes down, everything just runs back into space because you have nothing, no atmospheric blanket in the form of moisture to hold it in. That may recover a little bit right here, and we could even see some fog the next several days here and there along the coastline, but it looks like really our big focus is going to continue to be this, which is those storm systems pulling over the top of us, and as they do, we end up getting basically more wind, and that's exactly what we're seeing. So we'll go ahead and look at our future cast for the winds. I do kicks into gear into about the 20 to 30 mile an hour range out of the north the next couple of nights or so. It looks like perhaps tomorrow night and again Monday night for the Santa Barbara South Coast, other areas like the mountains above Ojai, and then back up toward the central coast. So wind advisory is probably not going to kick into gear at least through the next 2 days, but then as we head toward the middle of the week, we do expect to see a Santa Ana, and it might be kind of strong. So portions of Southern California back up through Ventura County could very well see, believe it or not, not only a Santa Ana driven wind advisory. As you look right here, we're not seeing much in the way of cloud cover, just some fog here and there, but a Santa Ana will also kick in such dry conditions that we might actually get some of our very first fire issues, believe it or not. Fire watches, maybe even a red flag warning if we get close enough to an event that's really strong by about Tuesday, Wednesday, perhaps even Thursday. If you can believe it, only April, not even quite April at that point, I think, or it's going to be starting right on that day, we're going to be seeing perhaps some fire issues already. And there's your 70s expected tomorrow. Look at that, a nice day. North wind kicking into gear, so some areas will be a little bit warmer, noticeably warmer than others. And then as we head toward Monday, it looks like we kind of flip the switch a little bit in some areas. So a little more sea breeze here and there, but it's interesting how Goleta could be picking up more of that north wind. The computer trying to get the microclimates down can be a little difficult, so it looks like it's trying there pretty hard. And as far as your area, it looks like another beautiful day. Gusty winds are possible late, hopefully under the threshold of about 35 miles an hour, which would initiate another wind advisory. So another warm one for the inland areas. Look at Buellton and San Ynez at 80 degrees, Cuyama, and then as you head back out toward the beaches, expecting perhaps a little bit more of a sea breeze there, at least by the afternoon, so that should keep you nice but not overly warm. And the southern Salinas Valley, they got a pair of 81s for Atascadero and Paso Robles. Same story as you head down into Ventura County, but look at that. Wow, Ojai at 86, Santa Paula 84, Camarillo 82, and then back out to the beaches. Oxnard, the inland portion of Oxnard could easily hit 80 as you head out toward the beaches, probably more like high 60s to mid 70s. And a look at the surf, little on the small side right now, but there is a southern hemisphere on the way as we head toward the middle of next week, and it should be a decent one, about maybe waist to chest high for most of those south exposed beaches. And there's your forecast. Look at that, 70s and 80s through the week. It looks like the wind issues will definitely play cat and mouse through about Wednesday, Thursday for all areas. Santa Ana kicks into gear for Southern California, and again, wind advisories possible and fire issues. And then by next weekend, Tracy, here's a little 8-day forecast. Perhaps maybe something shows up beyond next weekend. That's what we're looking at right now, a chance for rain.
Thank you for that, Sean. Doctors discharged a woman who spent 4 months in the hospital being treated for COVID. We will see her leave the hospital. And Juneau is at it again. We'll have an update on the Klepto Kitty. That's still ahead on your local news channel live at 6.